is the best reality for my application? How do I decide if I create a virtual reality app or an augmented reality application? Think about your use case. Can your users sit on a chair and be immersed and completely disconnected from their environments and see a simulation for an education purposes, for example? Then that's a very good VR use case. But if you have to have some kind of connection with your actual environments, then augmented reality should be your choice. A great example is if you are educating a surgeon for a surgery, that's a really good use case and that you can practice in a virtual environment. But when you're in a surgery room, you can't be disconnected from your environment totally, but you might need to have some relevant information in front of you about the patient. And that's a really great use case for augmented reality.
Hello, all.
Hello.
Hello, Paige. Hello, all. Everyone that is listening, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you, Paige, for being here. It's great to have you here and to be discussing this, this talk about how women, I see women world building and resilience, and it actually, as a topic, kind of, touches me in a very specific way, in the sense that right now I am talking from Lisbon, Portugal, and we have a very active women in tech community here on this side of the Atlantic, and clearly the work is bringing some results. And we just had Web Summit, and finally we had 51% of women attendance on Web Summit, which is very, very impactful. So it really is, but still on the XR community, it's very, very also important to try and highlight this, and trying to raise awareness on topics. It's something that, Paige, with all the great work that you've been doing with curating two museums, it's great. Thank you very much for sharing today with us all this information.
Luis, it's such an honor to be with you and the Global XR Conference and community. What we are doing in Facebook's Horizon Worlds with the Women in Horizon group is nothing short of amazing. Using primitive shapes, gizmos, and simple block scripting, we're literally reshaping and recreating our lives by using the building blocks to form communities, new networks, and amplify each other's voices. We hope that all tech spaces can be 51% of intersectional, diverse women.
Perfect. Yeah, and again, the cool thing about being able to, let's say, reboot the internet on this upcoming metaverse is this ability of making it more diverse and as such more interesting, right? So perfect. Let's Jen jump into your presentation, and then we'll be back for a Q&A with everyone that is listening.
Thank you so much. Thanks for this generous introduction, and thanks for sharing my work here with the larger global XR conference community.
Absolutely, Paige. Looking forward to your presentation. See you in a bit.
Hello, I'm Paige Dansinger. Thank you for this opportunity to share the story of Women in Horizon and how it has created a more resilient community by using Facebook Horizon to build futures, build relationships, build connection, build strength, build authority, build leadership roles, build worlds and stories untold. This is a story of resilience and community building. World building is community building, and community building is resilience building. Women in Horizon was created from a community of women in Horizon Beta, working together and creating communities, collaborating, focused on care. Women in Horizon was created into a Facebook group together with Nava Berg, where she created this incredible space to host functions, events, creator spotlights. International Women's Month, we created an event co-hosted with Facebook Horizon, focusing on well-being, empowerment, marketing, and business skills. We toured the Purple Flower Survivor Garden and Leslie's meditation space. Together as partners, we formulated and invited more guests. We have Anna from Pixel Ripped. We had questions and interviews and went and played a game she created for Horizon. Each month focusing on a new creator with different experiences, including meditations. A group garden club was born, and together members began to grow better together. World building is community building through inclusive programming, world building, play, and creating new leadership roles. We helped grow the members of Women in Horizon in new ways that individually, through a group, and as a community, build resilience, build relationships, build trust, and build the future metaverse and community.
When someone comes in there, they feel the force of our culture. We like to call it a wave of kindness. It hits you. You know that this is a space where we require you to be kind. It would be great if people walks into the place and we have a plaque that has the rules of engagement, so that everybody knows on their way in that, in this space we understand and we respect what you have to say. Even if we don't always agree with it, but take the time, make the effort to express yourself in a way that does not break our hearts. It would be great if people knew that ahead of time. And this allows for us to be able to do that very easily. Number two, I think there's something here that the Facebook group setting doesn't have, that we can feel like, I feel like I'm a part of something real. And suddenly, COVID has melted into like, it just isn't happening. I'm not social distancing. There's a realness to that being on our regular Facebook group, as great and as connected as we feel in there, we cannot feel this. We can feel this. May I just say that I'm sure that in a space like this, we have a lot of new lessons to learn that we haven't even begun to think about. And so I am leaving a room. I'm leaving space open for all the things I don't yet know and the surprises that are going to come up. But I'm willing, I have the agility to meet it with agility and the openness to understand and to learn with everybody here who's been doing this for far longer. So
Every group has the potential for conflict. We created group rules stressing kindness and positivity and inclusion, and a conflict resolution strategy that ensures forgiveness, kindness, and listening. We may all practice listening more to each other. I'm not a perfect listener, but I can try each day to be a better listener. These are the voices of Women in Horizon and the Horizon Creator community, a community focused on diverse voices, which is essential here in Horizon.
Hi, I'm Flutter, and this is Horizon. For me, Women in Horizon helped me find my voice when I was being silenced, held down, and held back, and they helped me grow my meditation group. Meditation has really given me the ability to help my voice grow and other women's voices and people's voices grow. Finding our truths, opening ourselves up to understanding who we really are, and sharing our experiences. It seems like VR allows us to grow closer together. I'm closer to people in Horizon than I've ever been in real life. We share really personal and meaningful stories together, and that means the world to me, to be able to share all these experiences, opening our voices, talking, what works, what doesn't work, family, jobs, building. How do we build in Horizon? You know, the types of worlds that we create. All this creation is just incredible, and spending time with all these amazing people. And I really feel like I know myself a lot better since coming into Horizon. And Women in Horizon has really been a powerful and uplifting experience. And if it wasn't for Paige Dansinger, my voice may have been quieted because I had lost confidence in myself. And Women in Horizon helped bring me back to that level of confidence that I used to have. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today and talk to you about what Women in Horizon means to me and community.
I asked Joyce to come on here with me because Joyce is one of the reasons that I identify as resilient in virtual reality. Along with the community, Joyce has been an inspiration for me in how you keep rising from incredible chaos in your life. And I wouldn't have met Joyce if I had had smooth sailing in Horizon. Part of my resiliency was taking a break from Horizon, and I ended up starting to do events in another social application, and that's where Joyce
And I just happened to walk in.
Yeah.
I only got my Quest 2 like in April, and I started to like explore the other application in after like 2 weeks of it, and then the first and your events were actually like one of my first 2 events I've ever been to. And then I wasn't even looking for events because I was really shy and I don't know what I was doing. I'm very, very new to like in VR, like proper like newbie, and I was just amazed by different kinds of world and metaverse that could appear in different platforms, and I was just looking for Jack the Beanstalk, and it seems I've looked more than what I bargained for.
Yeah, we met accidentally, but ultimately it's become a really incredible connection, and I I've realized that a lot of my resilience, if we are going to frame it as that in community building and in virtual reality, is by finding causes and people outside of me that make me rise through my own ashes and rise through my own pain and try again. And Joyce is one of those reasons.
Oh, thank you. I don't know, there's some fascination. I just find like Worlds in Horizon by HCC is it allows you to be vulnerable, like really taps into your emotions. And that's how you can bond with the creators through you can tell each world this person is feeling grief, this person is feeling lonely, this person maybe is feeling not worthy, but still trying to fight and survive. And it just that kind of feelings really affects me, and you really want to connect with the creator and bond with them because people like human beings really bond through trauma, and I think that's kind of a really special connection. It like echoes like through your hearts as well. So
Yeah, that's such a good way to put it. I think that in the most selfish way, my work with Horizon Creator Community has been about creating a space where I felt safe. And in order to do that, I showed my vulnerability, and that through my worlds that were very vulnerable. Like we could go to one of the most vulnerable worlds I've made, which is a, hemorrhaging winged creature. In showing my vulnerability, it inspired a lot of people to come and create very vulnerable and painful worlds themselves, including, I think, Joyce in some ways, and watching other people go through those worlds that were to some degree echoes of mine, and taking that courage to create the messy and the dark and the stuff we tuck away and we don't talk about. That makes me feel safe and makes me try again.
Also it makes people wanting to reach out and talk. So how you doing?
Yeah, that when I go through those worlds that are messy and painful, that other creators have made or my own, there's kind of a like, we're saying all the stuff that we don't ever say out loud. And so any conversation that follows that is just like the flowers off of the ashes. It's just beautiful.
Hi, I'm Molly, and this is me in real life.
And this is me in virtual reality. Facebook Horizon to be exact, and my name in this space is Phoenix for VR. I joined this community about a year ago, and to be honest, I had no idea what Horizon was all about, and I was curious. I had played games on the Quest before, but with the pandemic, I really wanted something a little more social. So I attended an event in the Women at Horizon group, hoping to meet some new people. And I tell you what, from that night, this Phoenix began to fly. Over the past year, I have met some of the most talented, generous people, and some of these folks have become my very best friends. The word community has taken on a whole new meaning for me. Who would have thought that you could be social with others in a virtual space? That you could have meaningful and in-depth conversations, that you could play games and laugh until you cry with people that are thousands of miles away, all from your living room. This community has helped build my confidence and taught me that pretty much anything is possible. Through collaboration with others, I was introduced to my inner artist that I never knew existed. Now I am a creator. I build worlds, I do voiceovers, I write scripts. And you know what? I even have my own talk show on a TV station that this community, people like you and me, built right here in VR. Socially distant is a term we all know too well. But through virtual reality, I believe the term should be physically distant. Because in whatever social platform you choose to use, you can be social with so many people. You can build lasting relationships with people you would never have met otherwise. You can build community.
Hope you join me soon in Horizon.
Hi, I'm TM Wheeler-Wen, and I am a creator in Facebook Horizon. I want to talk to you today about community. And the community here in Facebook Horizon is amazing. And just be able to talk to friends at any time of the day. I've had support from Women in Horizon. Another group is the Horizon Creator Community. We also support each other in lots of ways. I'd also like to develop community with people with dyslexia and ADHD. I've joined Blue Wave Studios, which is a production company. We're producing films in VR. And the collaboration to build worlds, to create sets, to film is unmatched. So Facebook Horizon and social VR has been a very huge blessing for me, and I'm very glad for it. So I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the metaverse.
Hi everyone, I'm Leslie C. and welcome to Smile Boutique, one of the worlds I created. I'm so happy to be a part of this video and share my love for Horizon. The Women in Horizon Facebook group and Horizon have been such positive forces in my life. Thank you for letting me share this. Just in the past year and a half, I've been able to do things I didn't think was possible. And I've been able to make new friends with people whom I don't think I would have had the pleasure of meeting in real life. So for me, Horizon is synonymous with community. This community in Horizon, with its diversity in interests, age, career backgrounds, knowledge, geography, and so on, is what's pushed me to rise above fears of not being able to create worlds and to be able to ask for help when I need it. And community in Horizon is what continues to inspire me on a daily basis. Thank you, and we look forward to having you here at Smile Boutique.
Resilience and safe refuge. Values once believed to only be achievable through labor or natural-born financial success are now possible in your living room. In late 2020, I was unaware that Facebook's social virtual reality platform called Horizon would spawn refuge into safety and security within their community for me. That it would come to spawn the development of my own resilience in the fire my life had become. My value, my self-worth, all realized thanks to people through Horizon. They introduced me to the community, the most supportive space I've ever existed in. Horizon, its leaders, members, and my own personal work have grown me as a whole. Facebook faces judgment, but with some disregard as they provide a safe space for people like me when their own justice system wouldn't. When I laid in utter despair, broken and starting anew, I was held hand in hand. Community leaders, members, everyone was there for me. In a moment where I was physically alone, I had an entire safety net of people that cared for me. I was not alone. They would not give up on me even when I wanted them to. When I had no one else to hold my hand through the fire my life had become, Horizon was there through the flames. The community was determined to show me how resilient I was. As I near 2 years into my journey with Horizon, I smile at the thought of the year anniversary to the worst day of my life. Why? I survived. Today I march through the flames, fearless, thanks to the resilience Horizon brought me. My name is Kirsten. Thanks to Horizon, I am resilient.
Are there any ways that you can see yourself helping to support the next generation of Accelerator members or members in Horizon?
I kind of see myself as a network type person. So often if I meet people in the plaza or if I meet someone playing a game and they express to me that they have an interest in making a world about a certain topic or doing a certain thing, my kind of role I find is like pointing them in the direction of other people that are interested in similar things, or I sometimes will bring someone into a build mode if they've never been in build mode before and show them a few basic things, get them started. Yeah, that's kind of where I see myself. I'm not very experienced when it comes to like the scripting or even the design things I still struggle with as well. But for more people that have never done something, I feel like I can help there.
That's very valuable. Thank you. Thanks, Ruth. Those are important ways to support new creators. Ashes to ashes. Are there some ways that you're inspired since your experience in the accelerator to share or mentor or be there for a new generation?
Yeah, I think I would definitely want to, if anyone was interested, support them in however that may look. The next accelerator might not be a mini game, but whatever it is, there's going to probably be an application again. So whatever I feel like I learned from filling out that application, I would like to pass that on to them. And if they have questions on what to expect in the accelerator program, I help them have a better understanding what they're like getting into. And then I would like to make, some resources for women who might want to learn scripting. I know I don't call myself a super scripter, but I'm learning that I'm better than what I think I am. So I definitely want to pass
call
that
you a
knowledge
super
on.
scripter. Sorry for interrupting, but I call you a super scripter.
I definitely want to pass that on because I think it's definitely something that other people can achieve. I describe my learning style as a bit stubborn, so I have that resiliency to push through a lot of hurdles. So I want to create some type of resource that'll help people avoid those hurdles or help them push through them as well. So that way they can be, just as good as I am with scripting. So I don't know what that will look like, but hopefully I can talk to people like Ruth and figure out what kind of resources you would like to see that would make it easier for you to pick up scripting like that.
Very important. Sammy, how can you see yourself being a mentor inspired from this program?
Giving advice to the future participants of the Acceleratior program and saying that even though you're not a skilled scripter or builder, you can still participate. I recommend having a partner who is skilled in one of those areas that can guide you and you can learn from. Just don't be discouraged by what you see already, because some people are in a program and like you said, you're not the best, at scripting or building, but you're still here. You still have value in the team. So I think just don't be discouraged about what you see and apply.
Well, that's just such important advice. Shapes are like opportunities to reshape how we truly build communities and worlds together, right? Are there ways that you've become a more resilient person in Horizon?
I would say yes. Like I said, I'm a stubborn person that'll push through problems, but I would prefer not to have to push through sometimes. So one of the things that I learned in the accelerator program, specifically relating to scripting, was to basically troubleshoot as you build the script out. And that has been definitely a powerful tool for me. And also breaking down what you're trying to accomplish via a script into like smaller chunks. And again, that has helped a lot. I feel like it kind of like opened a door for me because now I can take on more challenging projects without worrying about burning myself out or being overwhelmed with trying to figure out the script or whatever.
Very nice.
As an artist, I'm at art school right now. So my one teacher is telling me that, telling class that you can't hang the curtains unless you pour the foundation. And that really stuck with me. And we actually learned that a little bit in the Soto program. So don't start on like detailing an object until you have the layout finished. And I learned that you have to plan ahead and don't get caught up in the details the right way because it's going to be wrong in the beginning until it gets right over time. So I think just keep on adding to it and not giving up until it's the way you desire it to look like.
That's such valuable advice that is important in Horizon and out of Horizon. So that was new for me also, that whole gray boxing, right? Where they taught us a concept called gray boxing. And that's when, let's say you have an idea and you want to figure out your core game mechanic or your core function or purpose surrounding what you want the action or interaction to happen. And instead of completely making a gigantic world for it, just using a couple of basic gray or purple or whatever color shapes you want and make it happen. But you don't have to make, you don't have to build. When diverse women and LGBTQ members of our community work together and have amplified voices and leadership roles, then anything can happen. We can live the true way in a fully of, by, for all circular system that's sustainable, healthy, and promotes the best living. I really believe that how we live and build and work together in Horizon and social VR can be a model for what happens outside of VR. Thank you. As I shared, this recipe for resilience. Thank you. Hey, don't you feel like getting into the metaverse and creating now?
Absolutely. Thank you very much for this. Actually, I was just thinking on the last words of the presentation about how to bring some of that good vibe from VR and XR into the real world, and it's real. I know people. Well, at some level, I know people only through VR, and I have been in touch with people only through VR. But the level of conversations and the kind of interactions that we have, of course, it's very different from the one that we're having right now and from the one that I have face to face. But the vibe is there, the good vibe, the positive, and also it's a safe space. So in the sense that everyone, especially when talking about XR and exploring this new possibility that we have, at new shot at a good internet that we have right now with the metaverse, it's really cool. And again, we have the ability through this safe space and through this good vibe to integrate and to, like, I think, pull everyone up, right?
That's right. In fact, not only can we pull everyone up around us, as you've heard from the testimonies of the community members, but you can also you can create and design games through smart art direction and thoughtfulness that will impact and retrain people's brains. For instance, my recent game with my partner, John Burn Buns, we teamed up together to create Horizon Future Farms. And in that game, we reignite people's brains from our primordial times to simply dig, water, and plant vegetables and toss them into a community basket. Now we're creating, and I'm now creating a game about women's financial empowerment by retraining the brain to make better choices in their sharing, saving, and spending. So when people create worlds, and I've seen a million worlds already now in Horizon that are exploring healing, inclusion, diversity, identity, culture, trauma, well-being, the groups in between women in Horizon community creators, even like the groups like Flutter's meditation group on Fridays. These experiences are designed to create connection, rebuild our lives in a better way, and share the desire by creating it a more equitable and more diverse world. So these actions, not only do they make us feel strong in Horizon, but they make us feel strong out of Horizon. And that goes to benefit communities. Even at Horizon Art Museum, when we teach a diverse member of the community how to do our Amplify Voices lesson, we pay them through a match, either pay them or match a donation to a charitable organization. so there are ways that, and especially in the future, as like shopping in the metaverse in Horizon, and different Facebook future experiences and NFTs and cryptocurrencies, all of that can have a partnership in actually building communities. So there are so many different opportunities to raise people with the tools that Meta creates.
Absolutely, and again, you touched one very important keyword that is well, pretty much across also your presentation: community. Actually, we have some people here from the Women in Horizon. Alison Moreno, for instance, just wrote that you're definitely the reason she took steps in Horizon, and now thinking about creating. And that's the cool thing about having like a space, a community where you can interact in such a way that your strengths become valued, and that you can kind of accelerate what you really like to do. And in that sense, you kind of create this positive vibe. One of the things that I keep on saying to my colleagues in my day job, I am a chief marketing officer, so I work as an executive, and pretty much what I say is that we need to cheer each other. We need to be cheering for each other. We need to be rooting for each other, because that's the purpose. And by cheering, we can actually make the other person like go the extra mile. But it's not like cheering like, yeah, you can do it. No, it's actually like pushing. Let's say, hey, you can do it. And the cool thing about, I guess, VR spaces is that that happens in a very, let's say, simple and straightforward way. So we are rooting for someone to actually do something, or to share, or to create. And that's the cool thing. We can do so many things and create so many things. Paige, we're going now to have another conference on blockchain. And before we go, I actually would like you to like share a bit more information regarding your community and how people can become engaged both with your community, and also if you think that makes sense, also all the museums, the cool things that you're curating right now.
Well, thank you. If you're in Horizon, join us at our regular events. We have climate hackathons at the art school, Horizon Art School. We have a lot of events coming up in Women in Horizon. We have a dinner party for our December highlights, highlighting actually members who spoke at AWE, and one of the best cheer people ever, Nava Berg, will be one of the members. That as well as Flutter, Ruth Diaz, and Vivian Chazen. They'll all be highlighted at that event for our December Creator Spotlight. And we also, if you want to learn more and you're not in Horizon, join our Facebook group. I already added a link at the top of the feed on the live feed on YouTube. And also I'll add some information about how to join Better World Museum and Horizon Art Museum. We love collaborators and partners, so we're always looking for ways to partner with people in Horizon and out of Horizon, in museums and out of museums. We love communities and working together to make it grow better.
Perfect. Paige, thank you very much again for all this, huge example of what a community can be in VR and in Horizon. And looking forward for our next encounter, probably in virtual reality.
Absolutely. I'll see you in virtual reality. Thanks for sharing the good vibes.
Same here. And bye bye to you all, and see you in the next conference, in the next talk. And again,
Okay.
thank you, Paige,
Bye-bye.
for the great
Thank
presentation.
you.
Bye bye.
Thanks everyone for joining me.